Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how to add titles in Premiere Pro and what are the basic conventions or rules that you can follow to add a decent title. So I'll move these videos here. I'm going to add a title over here. And before you add a title, you should know where you're adding. For example, if I need a title on top of this video file, then I need to keep my slider on that location before I go to the titles menu. So first we'll add a title here to show how to do that. Then we'll go to the blank screen and add title. So then I go to this title, new title, default still, and don't change anything. Click OK. Yeah, you have the video frame behind you. Now I need to put a small title below. So I'm going to just put a black box, change the color here, and I want to reduce the opacity. Where is opacity? Yeah, something like this. Then I want to add a text here. Alright. Okay, I think the size of the font is really huge. Yeah, void plain. Select it. I think even this opacity is very less. Increase the opacity. I want the color to be white, and I don't like this font, so I'm changing it to my Pro. And I'm going to again resize it. I want the text size to be really small. Alright, yeah. Okay. And these two margins are called safe areas or something. The idea is, if you're playing this video in a TV, or maybe assume that you have a weird projector which doesn't support the same aspect ratio, there are situations where the TV or the projector will crop certain areas, like this particular area might get cropped or this area might get cropped. So this is not really safe to have elements outside this border. If you're really not sure how your video is going to be played, then you can have your elements here. Sorry, not this one. Here. It's like two levels of safe area, so surely it's going to come on frame, but I would prefer to go with this because this is really not looking good. This is one way of adding title. So if you see now, there is no title added. It has just created a title here. I have to drag the title to this area, and now there is a title added. And exactly like a normal video, title can also have transitions. So I can put a transition, I can put it here. So if you see, the title is slowly dissolving. I'm deleting this now. I'm going to add another new title, but in a blank, in a blank frame. Title, new title, default still. Okay. Okay, it's black. Mostly when you do a title, if you want to center it, just these rules will help you. And try to have a font of this size. Center it, center, center. And try to use fonts which are quite standard. Like, don't go with fonts like maybe this, unless your project is really comic based or children based project, or don't go with a project name like this unless you know graphically you're doing something perfect. So it's safe to go with fonts like Mirror Pro, or maybe there are some frameworks for Helvetica and all this stuff. So, and even this one, Adobe EMT is good. So any font which looks pretty decent should be fine. And yeah, keep your font size small. Don't give a project name which is going to be like this big, as I've seen one project recently. You can have a project name of this size, but it really doesn't look good. So unless you know graphically whether it's going to look good or not. If you're not confident about these stuff, then don't do it. If you're from graphic background, or if you have some strong hold on those stuff, then you can do whatever you want. Okay, I'm going to reduce it really small. I'm going to close it, add the title here, and chop it, and add a transition for this, so this can click slowly come in. Okay, that's all about titling. And yeah, I have to talk about credits. So in credits, there are certain basic things which can be followed. One is, instead of saying thanks and all this stuff, which again is very confusing, because whom you're thanking, what you're thanking for, and all this. So generally it can be, project by your artwork, by your installation, by whatever it is, by your name. Then acknowledgements, yeah, acknowledgements, and you can keep adding your prof name, people who helped you, everyone there, and that's it. So this should be a good idea. And if you have a lot of things put together, then align it to the left, because it really doesn't look neat if you center align a lot of stuff. But if it's very few things, just your name and your college name, then yeah, you can center align it. Again, try to keep your font size really low.